Hey everyone, and welcome to Black and Nerdy Tabletop. So today we're going to take a look at some of the art located in Pathfinder 2E. And since there is a brand new player's core rulebook coming out, figured we might as well start off with the original core book. So I really think this is going to be really fun. So let's just jump right into it. So right here we have the actual title picture on the original core book, and I believe it's going to be in the new core book as well, just a modified version of it. But still pretty fun. So right here you got a dragon right now, red dragon blazing right there, about to burst through the little the large doorway right there. I absolutely love that action picture. Have always been a fan of the art when it comes down to you got to have a dragon in it, especially in the title. You know what I mean? If you look here, you also see three of the Pathfinder iconics right there. The first one that you see in the center right there is actually Harsk. He is a ranger, so really good introduction to him, as well as if you look straight to his right, you'll also see our cleric named Kira. So that's Kira, and then right below Kira is Marcel. So or Maricel rather, should I say? So really cool pictures right there. Maricel is actually a rogue. So you got a ranger, a cleric, and a rogue. I got a bit of a motley crew right there, but definitely fun to take a look at here. Now here's our second picture. Once again, we got Kira and Maricel right there in the center and to the right, respectively, taking on a horde of undead with their friendly fighter, Verilos, right there. So very interesting picture right there. Like I said, taking on a band of undead, a large amount of undead. I had to pause for a second because I actually was reading the comic book when Verlos and Kira actually met each other. Apparently, Verlos and Maricel actually knew each other prior to that, but it's kind of actually an interesting comic. We'll definitely do a video on it one day. Now, right here is actually something very interesting. This is actually a Dwarven stronghold, I believe, or maybe a Dwarven town. As you see right there, it's right there in the foot of a mountain. I absolutely love the way that looks. I've always been excited about the way dwarves look and things of that nature. So very fun to deal with here. Right here is our resident iconic Bard. Very much one of my favorite characters out there. As you see right there, he has his flute to the left, as well as a host of different items and things of that nature. Halfling Bard, who was originally a slave. We'll definitely be doing some videos about the iconics in the future, so definitely hold on. Speaking of Lem, we have Lem right here, right behind one of our favorite iconics, the monk named Sajan. Now, Sajan is actually, if you look in Sajan's hands, he actually has a bit of a weapon. And while I forget what this weapon is called, this is a representation of how cool Pathfinder is because it has so many different weapons. Unlike D&D, it's one thing that's always been weird about D&D, how you have to pretend that a long sword is a katana, or things of that nature, when you actually have the weapons in Pathfinder represented in all different fashions, where we come from Asia, Africa, or any other continent out there. Absolutely love it. Unlike some places like D&D, which pretty much European is the only kind of flavor that's actually in their in their weapons. Right here is actually what we consider downtime or short rest. So right here you have our ranger that we already know already, Harsk, right there, our dwarven ranger sitting on there. However, here's a new iconic that a lot of people don't know. This is Fumbus. I believe it's Fumbus anyway. Fumbus is actually, if I'm not mistaken, Fumbus is a alchemist, I believe. So definitely, one of the coolest characters right there. Fumbus is definitely, everyone loves a good alchemist, but the alchemy in Pathfinder 2 kind of stands beyond anything. Here's another particular battle here. So this time we have two new iconics here. Taking on a whole bunch of, I believe those are kobolds. No, not kobolds. Kobolds. No, not kobolds. I forget what those are called. But yeah, they're there. You can actually play those as a playing character as well. So just letting you know, if you guys, I forget what they're called though. They're very similar to goblins, though, just lizards. At any rate, though, our iconics in this particular video is, let's see, our sorcerer Sione at the very top, followed by our paladin Sela in the paladins. Um, Sela is actually one of the party characters in the Pathfinder's Wrath of the Righteousness, I believe it's called, which is the second Pathfinder tabletop game. Definitely want to check that out. As well as you have right there our monk Sajan is right there fighting right there. So really, really fun. Like I said, those lizard creatures, I forget what they're called. I hate that I forget what they're called. In fact, I refuse to move forward until I remember what they're called. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm actually looking it up right now. And of course, my internet would be slow as molasses, so I guess we'll just have to move forward from there. Oh, nope, here it comes. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken correctly, I believe this is actually a player character. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the ancestries and actually take a look here. And they are, let's see, kobolds. Kobolds, I believe I said that. So yeah, those are kobolds. I think, you know what? Yes, I said kobolds. I was thinking gnolls, though, for some reason. Gnolls, I was saying kobold, but gnolls were actually in my head, I think. Or maybe vice versa. Anyway, let's just move on. Okay, so right here we have an actual, got a nice little scenery right here. I love it. And, of course, our iconics, the two I can make out right there is actually Lamb, our bard, and looks like Kira, our cleric. So definitely fun right there. Ooh, another battle scene right here, and with a new character right there. So we got Fumbus at the bottom left-hand corner taking on a goblin, along with two other iconics right there. We have, in fact, I believe the wizard at the bottom there is, I believe his name is Ezrin. Ezrin, that's what his name is. Whew. I'm almost forgetting these guys. Ezrin and Amiri. Amiri is actually a character at the very top, the barbarian, who actually is a playable character in the first Pathfinder computer tabletop game. So that's kind of interesting. Right here, here's where it looks like when you're trying to go ahead and get into a door right here. So you have Sela right there, our paladin, with Verilos, our fighter, and our resident rogue Marcel right there, trying to go ahead and pick the locks. If you are a fan of Critical Role, you know that doors are definitely not their thing, but maybe it is for the iconics. Who knows, right? So right here you have right now Fubus, our alchemist right there, as well as Ezrin, Ezrin, our wizard right there, going ahead and doing some alchemy, which I really, really like. I'm thinking about going ahead and doing a playthrough with Baldur's Gate 3 and doing nothing but alchemy. So we'll have to look into that. Ooh, here's a good move right here. We got a Death Knight or something right there on a burning dark undead horse right there, taking on Sajan, our monk right there. That's gonna leave a mark for both, actually. We'll have to see. Right here, once again, is our barbarian Amiri right there, taking on a lizard person who's just super sassy right now. So make sure you go ahead and teach him a lesson, girl. Once again, here is Amiri right here, our barbarian, taking a look at the arms right there. And if you look in the background, you'll actually see two other known iconics right there. Number one is Fumbus right there at the very top, if you missed him, as well as Harsk, our ranger right there. So definitely fun right there. But then you got some more. You got Ezrin right here, our wizard, taking on the undead. Some kind of lynch, in fact, that looks like. So it looks like it was a tough battle too, as Ezrin, it looks like he's down to his last spells, holding on, kind of crunched in the corner there, taking a blast as he could with his staff. Definitely cool. Remember, wizards can actually store spells in their staff as well, so that might be what he done. He might be all out of magic. So there's a lot of story might go there. Here's actually another downtime. Right now they are focusing. So for those who don't play Pathfinder but do want to, because maybe you're watching this video because you're looking into it, focus is where in the downtime you can go ahead and do something that will go ahead and give you your focus points back. Focus points are pretty much things that allow you to use exclusive spells to your either your um, ancestry or maybe your class, things of that nature. At any rate, the people here you see right here from the left to the right is in fact our cleric, our beloved cleric Kira, followed by Lem, our bard, followed by Ezrin rather, Ezrin, our wizard. Really cool, really cool. Ooh, here's a spell. Actually, this spell, I know the spell. Just by the look of it, it looks like Avatar. I believe it is. So right now you got Marisol take and someone cast a spell Avatar, who is clearly a Sierra devotee right there. So I'm assuming Kira is the one who's cast that spell, because the cleric Kira is in fact a follower of Sierra. So definitely looking forward to that. Here is Lamb right here. It looks like Lamb might be casting a spell here too. Prismatic Wall, maybe. Just looking at the things around it, might be prismatic wall. I'm not 100% sure. Here is a dinosaur versus a dragon. Oh, look at the dinosaur. It has runes on it, so it might be the dinosaur change shape spell for druids. I believe they have that one. So, yeah, that might be that one. Ooh, Fireball. Fireball. I have my brother who is a huge fan of wizards, and his iconic spell is Fireball. And there he is blasting it with a fireball right there. Very cool. Of course, naturally, this is our wizard iconic Ezrin. So definitely cool. Blasting a giant with the fireball. Love it. Looks like we have an illusion right here, and it looks like Harsk has seen through the illusion, maybe with his ranger perception or whatnot, but he's definitely seen through the illusion right here. Oh, look at this one. You got some dragons bowing down to Lem? Huh. You already thought that halflings would be pretty much a midnight snack for our dragons here. I'm guessing he's also casting a spell, presence? Unyielding presence. I forget what the spell is called, but I think that's what the spell is. And then right here, here's another spell here. This might be Prismatic Wall right here. But at any rate, here is another spell being cast by Sione, our iconic sorcerer right there. Definitely, woo, good battle right there. Here's another spell being cast, something mansion. I'm looking at the house there. And it's being cast by Ezrin, who is sitting next to Valeros right there. Valeros. I pronounce them differently. So Valeros, we'll call him Valeros. Our fighter right there. Really cool here. So here is Kira, our cleric, casting with her Sierra figure right there, casting Guardian. I want you to take a look, by the way, at her belt right there. You notice she has a weapon in there. It looks like a sword, right? Well, the way clerics work in Pathfinder is that depending on whatever weapon that the god or goddess that you follow, you actually get access to that weapon. So that's actually a pretty cool thing. So in her case, she has a scimitar. Oh, I don't know what spell that is, but looks like Sione is really casting it right there, taking out 3, I'm assuming ogres. Wow, intense. Might be lay on hands. Now, a lot of people see lay on hands as kind of like putting their hands on someone and healing like that, which could be the thing, but this one seems to look like this, I guess. Okay, so this is actually Sela, who is our paladin, laying hands on Valeros right there. So really good, really good. Keep your fighter up. Keep your fighter up. Here is Kira casting a fire spell. I'm not sure which fire spell, but she's casting a fire spell at some creature right here. Really awesome. I love this one. This one right here, it looks like either they're summoning or they're trapping. So it looks like we got 2 characters here. On the right, we have Fumbos, our alchemist. On the left, we have Sanjan, our monk there. So really interesting, really interesting. This is a map of the world. I love this. So as you see right there, this is a lot of my particular places that I like to go to is at the bottom there, the Milwaukee Expanse. And if you look to the right, You got Katapesh right there, which is actually where Selena is from. And then if you go over the ocean, where it says Kadrira, that's actually where Kira is from. So, like I said, really, really cool stuff right there. This is the larger world. You can see the crown of the world up top here. The land right here is actually what we consider. I believe that's Garduna, Gardun, I believe it is. I remember correctly. I believe it's Gardun right there. At least I think it is Gardun. Yeah, believe it's Gardun. And of course, a lot of other places take place in Tanji, which is on the other side. That's kind of like the Asian continent, Asian themed continent. Definitely going to look into that in a future video there. So definitely subscribe to go ahead and check out our latest videos right there. Woo, had to add that in somewhere, right? I mean, what's a YouTube video without it? So here's a couple of pictures with our kind of looking at the different atmospheres here. Oh. This actually might be where Kira's from. Oh, be careful of the Kraken. They be cracking. These are some really good pictures. Okay, we got some more iconics taking on some, looks like some elementals right there. We got Lem being taken up by a water elemental, followed by Sione taking on a fire elemental. Looks like she might be using like a water shot blast or something like that, or maybe Ice Ray. Uh-oh. This might be it for our favorite wizard right there. Ezrin is actually captured by a snake right there. Can't move his fingers, or he can move his fingers apparently, because he's looking like he's about to cast a spell, but he also looked like he's either about to be lunch or at least stored in a safe spot for another day, because he looked like he's about to get crushed. Right here is a new iconic. All right, so on the left-hand side, we actually have our favorite ranger dwarf, Harisk. But then on the right-hand side, we actually have our druid, Lenny. So really cool right there. We haven't seen Lenny at all in any of these pictures. She is actually a gnome. So definitely fun. You got to excuse me, too. I know it's Lenny, and I know eventually, I believe she has a pet, and I have to go ahead and take a look, because I forget what the pet is called. But here we got Kira. All right, Kira doing an attack right there with her with scimitar all ablazed. Absolutely love it. That's a cleric right there. Amazing. So right there, look, it did not take too long. So right there, is, give me 1 second here. I'm trying to figure out Lenny's pet's name. I do not remember the pet's name, but right there we do have our barbarian up there, Amiri right there with Lenny right below her, and her pet right there. I forget her pet's name. I am very, very, very sorry. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. So let me see, Lenny. So we're gonna look up Lenny real quick. Let's see. Another picture with Lenny's pet in here. Let's see here. Drogami. Drogami is her name, which Drogami, I believe, means friend or family or something like that. So, yeah, Drogami is the pet's name. Interesting. Oh, here's another picture of them in the seas. Oh, it looks like some iconics is there, too. Looks like we got Drosk right there. Harsk, rather. Drosk. Harsk right there. And it looks like Valeros might be with him on the open seas. Be careful. Be careful. Right here, we have at the very bottom, we got Kira, our cleric, and then we have at the very, very top, it looks like we have our Marcel. Look, Marcel ain't playing, okay? She got surprise attacks and backstabs for everybody. Everybody can get the surprise attack, okay? Just saying, it don't matter how big you are, whatever the case may be. Okay, so here we have another picture here. We got our Ranger Harsk right there, followed by Lenny, followed by Dragami right there. Really cool there. I love that. Absolutely love it. Um, right here we actually have oh, two Arconics. I didn't even see the third. I didn't see Lenny in the background. You got Lenny, the gnome, just asleep right there. You got Verilos right there eating the good thing of meat right there, because you know you got to eat the meat at the end. I mean, what are in it for? Drinking? Come on now. Oh, he's got drink too. We also have another character right there. I forget her name. She is an iconic though. I believe she is. Believe she is the pirate in the. There's a pirate that looks just like her in the Mwangi Expanse, but we'll have to go ahead and look at her some other day. Right here we have Amiri, our barbarian, followed by Fumbus right there. So taking on a shark. Woo! There you go. Amiri again trying to hold up while Lim carries off a treasure, because you know even though he's a bard, he got to get paid. I mean, hey, just got paid. Friday night party hopping, feeling right. Booty shaking all around. Pump that jam. I forget the last part of the lyrics, but yeah. Right here, we have two drow at the very top. I want to be very clear on Pathfinder perspective. Drow are no longer a race in the Pathfinder universe. They have been killed out. We'll just say that. But that is Sione taking on the two drow right there. So really cool, really cool. Now we have another one thing here. It looks like Fumbus is actually creating something. He's crafting something while Lenny is back there looking kind of amazed. Like, what are you doing? What is this? How is a goblin able to gobble so much? And there you go. So that's actually our last picture there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Really fun. If you want to go ahead and look at the actual, the regular version, which is the the version without any commentary, feel free to go ahead and take a look at our page. We'll have a non-commentary version as well, just to go ahead and sit back, listen to the music, and enjoy this. You guys have a good night.